here on. Fans, get up and stand up as the King of Dirt Pro Stock Series is going to walk by. Ladies and gentlemen, your field for tonight's Pro Stock Clash. The Albany Saratoga Speedway pace truck going to roll its way off at turn number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, a shower of full fender power about to send a shockwave on the great race place. Jeff Washburn and Brandon Emigh going to bring them up at turn number 4. The Pro Stock Clash green flag is out. Up into turn number 1 and 2 for the first time. They'll work it off the corner where it'll be the 25J of Jeff Washburn down the back straightaway with the race lead. The power into turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide just for a second. Jason Casey trying to stick his nose in the middle. Couldn't get it that time as Emigh will come across the line to the number 2 spot as Jeff Washburn will lead lap number 1. Up off of turn number 2 they go here on lap number 2. Side-by-side battle for that number 2 spot as they continue to work down the back straightaway. Here's the 2 of Emigh working up on the top side. A lot of cars starting to work the outside lane. Rob Yetman back there. Robbie Speed going to follow him a little bit coming down the front straightaway as well as they notch another one up in the books. And now the battle for the number 2 spot. Brandon Emigh going to switch lanes that time. And now the preferred line for John Routhier, who was using the outside in the qualifying heat races, steps up and looks it on the outside lane to see if he can do something. Nick Stone and Ernie Greenier up there behind them as well as they bring them down off of turn number 4 this time to put lap number 3 in the books. 27 laps remaining in this one as Washburn going to work him up off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Here's the 315 of Routhier seeing pressure from the 21 of DePaulo as yellow comes out onto the speedway for the first time. Car around up in turn number 2. That is the 4 of Dean Charbonneau, and that will bring caution out on the speedway for the first time here in this feature event. Mueller & Sons Towing and Recovery, Napa Auto Parts of Gloversville, Johnstown, Next Generation Roofing, PFC Brakes, Arthy Graphics, Race Pro Weekly, Redline Graphics, Racer's Guide, Saratoga Masonry, Simplicity Design, Speed Garage, and Stone Motorsports. Those are the sponsors that make this series possible here as the Pro Stock Clash looking to go back to green flag racing. Jeff Washburn going to bring them off at turn number 3 and 4 as we look to go back to green. 27 left to go as they fire in down the front straightaway they ride. Up through turn number 1 and 2. 4 wide as they work their way off the corner. Car loses a number of spots off the banking. That is the manimal Nick Stone as he drops a few down the backstretch outside of the top 10 now as they work their way up. And here comes cousin Luke Horning working his way to the inside that time of the 93 of Kenny Martin. And down the front straightaway they ride. The new race leader as they work their way up through turn number 1 and 2. That is the 2 of Brandon Emigh as they bring him down the backstretch. Washburn now trying to battle back as they bring their way side by side through 3 and 4. Right now the best line on the racetrack might be the inside lane, and Washburn will have the advantage as they come across the line this time to put lap number 5 in the books as Washburn holding on to this one. Now Dave DePaulo going to stick his nose in the battle for the lead. Meanwhile, Emigh still working up on the top side, and here comes racing Jason Casey now, cracking the top 5 for the first time. He'll power up on the outside lane to look past DePaulo off of turn number 4. The driver from Canaan, Connecticut works it down off the corner. He rode the cushion that time, looking to take the spot away. DePaulo going to battle back on the inside lane. Routhier and Martin right there as well as a whale of a battle for the number 3 spot continues down the back straightaway. Washburn out in front of this one. He's got 2 car lengths on Brandon Emigh for second. Third, Dave DePaulo. Casey sits fourth, and rounding out your top 5 right now is the 315 of John Routhier. But there's still a long way to go in this one, and that time the battle for the lead heats up as Emigh finds some momentum down on the inside lane. He looks to retake the race lead up off the corner. They'll bring him down off of turn number 3 and 4 this time. Emigh will cross the line, click off lap number 8 that time as your race leader once again. Washburn trying to fight back on the inside lane. Here's the 21 of DePaulo working it down low, looking for the number 2 spot as he looks to bring it side by side this time up off the corner. They'll bring him down off at turn number 3 and 4. The 315 of John Routhier going to go 3 wide with DePaulo and Washburn down the front straightaway looking for that position as they bring him up into turn number 1 and 2. Routhier on the inside lane. That time backslides a bit. That allows DePaulo to find momentum on the inside. He'll take the number 2 spot away. As now up at turn number 3 and 4 they ride, and we come to the 1/3 mark of this feature event with Brandon Emigh out front. DePaulo still holding on strong to second. 3-card battle for the number 3 spot, though, and John Routhier that time slides under and takes it outright. Down the backstretch, now Kenny Martin with a head of steam down the back straightaway. He's working his way into the 4 spot. Horning up on the top, going to make it 3 wide with Washburn. Martin gets into the left rear quarter panel of the 315 that time. They touch coming down the front stretch with Washburn, and now Cousin Luke's got it squared up on the cushion right where he wants to be. He takes the number 4 spot away. Down the back stretch they ride. The 2H of Cousin Luke Horning bringing them down off of turn number 3 and 4 this time, looking to crack the top 3, trying to get on the podium this time as they bring them down the front straightaway. 12 laps in the books. We're just 3 away from the halfway point. Double file restarts the entire way here on the King of Dirt Series. No different than you see here on a Friday night. As these cars continuing to work them hard into turn number 3 and 4, and the cream starting to rise to the top a little bit more as Robbie Speed and Rob Yetman, who both started in spots number 11 and 12, starting to work their way up as they now sit just a couple of spots out of a top 5 run. Brandon Emigh, though, way out in front of this one. He's got 10 car lengths over Dave DePaulo, but keep an eye on Cousin Luke Horning. He's about as high off the cushion as you can go, but hey, as Kenny Loggins said in one song, the further on the edge, the hotter the intensity, and right now the 2H of Horning is making it work up on the top side. Rich Peterson has the X in the air as they bring him up at turn number 3 and 4, 15 in, 15 remaining as Brandon Emigh squares him up at turn number 4. He's your race leader now as we hit the halfway point. DePaulo still holding on to a strong second. Third right now is the 2H of Horning as the car goes around in turn number 4. That looks like the 00 of Brandon Gray, and that will bring yellow out onto the speedway. So yellow flag out onto the speedway at the halfway point, but on this tour it's all double file the whole way, so you will see double file restarts here once again. While we're under caution, of course, when the King of Dirt Pro Stock Series comes to the Albany Saratoga Speedway, it means it's time for the Saratoga Masonry Hard Charger. It's a tradition on the lifetime. And speaking of Nick Stone, he's also the all-time lap leader heading into tonight's racing action with 54 laps led in 8 races so far in his career. Clinch green flag in the hand of Rich Peterson as they'll bring him off at turn number 3 and 4. Green flag back out onto the speedway. And get ready for a doozy, folks. The first half was interesting. You can bet the second half's going to be more interesting. Here's Cousin Luke working to the inside. New race leader down the back straightaway as Cousin Luke Horning is taking it away. They're 3 wide looking for a top 5 run down the back stretch. Here comes Robbie Speed up on the outside lane looking to make something happen as they carry it down off at turn number 4. Speed now up to 4th. Rob Yetman looking to follow him is the big cat lurking down off of turn number 2 this time. Meanwhile, in front of him, a pair of 2s going side by side down into turn number 3 and 4 as here comes Brandon Emigh working it out on the outside lane off of turn number 4, but 2 cars together, the 2 classic muscle parts cars, John Fitzgerald and the 112 of Chris Wemple up in turn number 2, and that's going to bring yellow out onto the speedway once again. And took the lead away. He's going to go back to the outside. Now, the way this does work, of course, pro stock drivers, that goes through in all 3 divisions, actually, will get the lane choice on the restart. Cousin Luke going with the outside lane here. Actually, I apologize. Brandon Emigh still scored at the front of the field in this one. He wants the inside. But we'll see how this restart will shape out as Cousin Luke way wide up off at turn number 4. We'll see if he gets the jump. Green flag out onto the speedway, and Papa J. Casey working to the inside, trying to make some room to get by Dave DePaulo. Casey into the implement tire, goes around up in turn number 1 and 2. And a couple of cars going to follow him, yellow out onto the speedway. And that one all started. Jay Casey trying to make a lane off the restart on the inside of Dave DePaulo. And Dave DePaulo wasn't having anything of it at all. Team. with a left front flat tire as we're going to look to go green flag racing next time by. .322 of Casey going to head pit side as he clench green flag out onto the speedway here. Emigh and Horning going to bring him off at turn number 3 and 4. Casey's going to have to move as the green flag out onto the speedway. We're back to green. Cousin Luke Horning back to the top side as they bring him up off of turn number 2. 3 wide, looking for the number 2 spot as Emigh retakes the lead down the backstretch. Here's Crazy Kenny Martin working to the inside. Now they're 3 wide for second, almost 4 wide as Rob Yetman sticks his nose in as well. Speed and Yetman come together down the front stretch as they continue to work it up through the corner. What a battle between these 5 cars up through turn number 1 and 2. Amigh's got the lead, but they're shuffling like a deck behind them as David Emigh, nowhere to go, gets into the implement tire. He'll keep it rolling on the inside. Meanwhile, Kenny Martin with some daylight underneath. He'll take the race lead away, coming down the front stretch. Kenny Martin, your opening night winner, as Jay Casey comes back out onto the speedway right with your leaders as they work their way down the backstretch once again. Now here comes Yetman trying to push toward the outside, looking for a 3-wide battle up off of turn number 4. That time Emigh slides up in front of him to take the lane away, and this allows Kenny Martin to get away a little bit. As next time by, 10 fingers going to go in the air from Rich Peterson. 20 will be in, 10 to go for the driver of the Charlton Oil Company, Bob Covideo, car number 93. Casey going to pull back in off the racing surface. It looks like that'll do it for the 322. Meanwhile, Robbie Speed gets by both Yetman and Emigh. He'll move into the number 3 spot and try to set his sights on cousin Luke Horning. Down the back straightaway they go as they continue to race for that runner-up spot. Rob Yetman right there in tow, lurking right behind him. Speed's got the spot, but you can bet Yetman wants it back up off the corner this time. Speed rocking the outside as they continue to battle up through turn number 1 and 2. Martin, your race leader, out to 10 car lengths, down the back straightaway. He's pulled away from the 2H of cousin Luke Horning, but Robbie Speed trying to run him down on the outside lane. Yetman going to switch and go to the inside this time off the corner as the laps start to click away. 22 in, 8 remaining now for the driver of the 93 machine. As Yetman looks to chase down Speed, he has Brandon Emigh right next to him up on the inside. As they work their way down the backstretch, side by side they go, and now Yetman going to try to find some momentum to get by Speeder up on the top side as they bring him off at turn number 4. Top 3 run single file. Now Fashion is the first one to stick his nose on a line, is the Big Cat up off at turn number 2. That time Yetman with a great run, but he opens the door for Brandon Emigh once again as Emigh works his way down on the inside lane. Yetman up top shelf trying to make something happen to get around Robbie Speed, but can't do it that time as Speed slides up in front of him. That allows Emigh to come back on the inside lane as well. What a battle for spot number 3 as cousin Luke just rides it out on the inside, but bring him down on the back straightaway. And your race leader now going to see 5 to go from Richie Peterson. This time by, 5 in, 5 remain for Crazy Kenny Martin as they work their way down the front straightaway. Martin looking for his first career King of Dirt Series victory as they work their way up off of turn number 2. Down the back stretch they ride down into turn number 3 and 4. The 93 machine going to work it off the corner. He'll have 4 laps to go that time as they'll bring it by the start-finish line. Horning still sits in second. Emigh riding for 4th with Robbie Speed in 3rd as that battle continues. Slower traffic now dead ahead of your leader. He gets by Josh Rozelle, no problem, as they work their way into turn number 1 and 2. And cousin Luke Horning trying to run down Kenny Martin, but time's starting to really run out now as this time by, there's 3 laps remaining. Up through turn number 1 and 2. They'll bring them off the corner. The 93 machine now going to see parallel flags next time by. Brandon Emigh with a great move on the inside. He gets by Yetman. Now he's going for Speed as they work their way into turn number 3 and 4 now with 2 laps remaining. 2 to go as they come down the front stretch. 28 are in. Cousin Luke Horning trying to pedal, but Kenny Martin's got lap traffic ahead of him. If Horning can keep it stuck down on the inside, he may have a shot at this one before it's all said and done. White flag coming out on the speedway. Horning trying to pedal as Martin tries to go around the 98 at Darryl Older. One more time around for the 93 machine. As they work him up through turn number 1 and 2. He'll look to push past the 98 of Older. Horning right there looking to strike down the back straightaway, but the 93 is going to clear him. Through turn number 3 and 4 for the final time, the winner of the King of Dirt Series Pro Stock Clash, Crazy Kenny Martin. Second will be Cousin Luke Horning. Third will be Robbie Speed. Yetman going to get Emigh at the line for 4th and 5th as Kenny Martin takes home tonight's Pro Stock Clash.
So checkered flag flies. Crazy Kenny Martin going to pick up the feature event victory. As he will be making his way down here to victory lane. Mike Warren going to make his way down as well. He'll join the driver of the Charlton Oil Bobco Video number 93, Crazy Kenny, already down here in front. Looks like he's going to turn the car driver's side to the stands. He's already been down in the victory lane once already here in 2017. This will be the 13th career win here at the Speedway for Crazy Kenny, as Kenny Martin picking up the victory. While we wait for Mike to make his way down into victory lane, I'll take this opportunity to give last call. Last call for the Drivers Point Fund 50-50 raffle. Be the final approach through the grandstand area for our ticket sellers. This is last call for the Drivers Point Fund 50-50 raffle ticket sales. Mike Warren making his way down there. You see the big KOD winner sign. As Kenny Martin picking up a King of Dirt victory. The hardware down there as well. We're going to kick it down trackside to Mike Warren for all the activities, and we'll send it down trackside to Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, up out of the car, the winner of tonight's Pro Stock Clash, Crazy Kenny Martin. Kenny, I'll tell you what, right from the get-go, you had a fast car tonight, and you really started up and made a couple of great passes. Well, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Charlton Oil, Carbon Body Works, Bobco Videos, Mohawk Honda. You know, they come on board this year. You know, my friends, my family, my crew, Brownell Construction, these guys are awesome. I watch all this internet stuff on the backside. Nobody wanted to root for me to win this race, but I came here and took it. All right, Kenny, congratulations. Enjoy this one. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's King of Dirt Series Pro Stock Clash, the driver of the Charlton Oil Company, Car 93, Crazy Kenny Martin.
So congratulations to Kenny Martin. He'll get the photographs taken down there in victory lane, then head for the celebration down behind the grandstand area, as that is win number 2 on the season here at the Great Race Place for our 2015 track champion in the Pro Stock division, Crazy Kenny. He'll be heading down behind the grandstand area to celebrate there. Next up is going to be our Limited Sportsman feature. Limited Sportsman will be next up. We gave last call on the Drivers Point Fund 50-50 raffle. Last call for the 50-50. We'll be calling the ticket sellers in at the completion of this event. So Crazy Kenny going to make his way back into the pit area.